Alright, hey guys, it's Michaela. This is my video reflection for Module 5. And give me 1 second to get to it. The first question slowly but surely. The first question was like, what were 3 favorite websites you examined in this module? And I said that I really liked the BrainPop, forteachers.org, and the Kathy Schropp. I really like these 3 because they are great learning tools. BrainPop is great for the younger kids, which I want to teach 3rd grade, so this is actually a great resource for me to use in my classroom. The younger kids stay intrigued because obviously it's a cartoon, and they kind of think that Moby, which is actually the robot, is kind of funny. It makes a great resource for your classroom because it covers so many different subjects. It has social studies, math, English, art, health, and just there's literally like 9 or 10 different subjects on there. Forteachers.org is helpful because it offers ways for you to integrate like into your classroom. It also has things on there for students to use, so that's helpful. You can just tell them to log on and look at the resources on there for them. You can also be organized as a teacher when you're using it because it has ready to use quizzes, calendars, and there's so much more on there just for you to use as a teacher. And then lastly, I really like the Kathy Schropp one because it offers useful educational resources. And it also has different sites on there that I can use as a teacher to put in my classroom. And the factor that it updates often is pretty useful because you can get on there over and over again and see what's new so that you're not using the same boring websites that the kids are getting used to over and over again. So it's just something different. And then the second question was, describe your experience using Kiowa, and do you think it's something that you could use as a future teacher? My response to that was, it's easy and straightforward. I mean, obviously logging in, you can look at books, or you can go straight forward and go to making games, quizzes, things like that. And I mean, to me, it kind of reminded me of like Kahoot, like the games part. Like you log in, you make it, and then the kids you can use it as a class, basically. And I said that that was pretty easy because the games and the quizzes like that will keep the kiddos involved and they'll want to keep learning. I mean, obviously it makes it fun. You're not just sitting in class doing some boring review. You can just do this. And then you can either make it like the games over something that you're learning or kind of make it a pretest just to see what the kids know before you introduce them to something new. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then the last question was, after searching the OER repositories, were you able to find any resources useful for your future classroom? Then also says, do you see OER as an important source of content in the future? And my response to that was, it just has different resources for an elementary classroom. I just kind of typed in 3rd grade. I mean, it's very general, obviously something that you wouldn't want to type in, but I didn't really think of anything else to type in. So I just typed in 3rd grade, and it actually popped up different lesson plans. It had WebQuest, different websites for my students to log in and use, or for me to use. I just thought that it was something different because instead of just offering all this information, and it had either links to use or, I mean, again, different websites to go to. And so I just thought it was many different things for a teacher like myself to use in the classroom, and it's going to be really useful for anybody else who has kiddos or they want something to add to their classes. So